Here's my router plate with lift. It drops into the Ryobi table saw. The router sits between the expanding saw table. It's a neat and flush fit with the table saw. There are two sets of clamps that hold the router plate in position. The clamp plates are retained on the router, so there's no hunting for missing bits. There's even enough room to hook up the vacuum port. For this demonstration, I don't have a fence yet. I plan to utilise the table saw fence with an extension on the side to reach the cutter. Okay, let's have a quick look at its construction. I printed out the plan, which is available from my website, and drilled all the holes. I'm using M8 T-nuts from FKO off eBay. Their nuts are nice and big, not like other sellers on eBay. The T-nuts will be covered by the top MDF sheet, which will be glued to the bottom half. I cut out the hole for the router base and clearance for the handle with the jigsaw. Test the router fits the cutout snugly and we clear the handle. This is the finished router plate. It still needs a clearance hole for the cutter. The plate locates on the table slide rails. To create a clearance hole, I used a pointed cutter to center drill the location, then drilled it out to clear my largest cutter. Now the assembly of the other items. This router clamp had to be cleared for the exhaust port. I also relieved the front edge. Since this is the hardest bolt to access, I start with it first. Before tightening the bolt fully, slip the router base under. Then add the second screw. The other router clamp has the same rebate. Tighten all screws down. I'm using M8s by 25mm. Attach the plate clamps with washers and star knobs. If you're handy, you can make your own. The studs are M8 by 60 long. Now to attach the pivot point. It's been designed so that you can tighten the screws with a socket set. For the lever, screw on a small section of PVC pipe. This will act as the contact point. For the pivot point, I'm using a nut and bolt with some washers. I've added a small bungee cord from the lever to the clamp so that when it hangs upside down, the lever will always be close. Use the lever to lift the router, then lock it into place. I hope you've enjoyed this video.